Hello YouTubers. Today we're going to be talking about how to construct this valve, this ball valve in Solidworks. So I'm showing you how the end product will look like. Here you can adjust by rotating this. You can adjust whatever angle you want between 0 degree, that's going to be fully closed, versus as you open the valve until eventually you get fully open, that's 90 degrees. 0 degrees, 90 degrees. You want to adjust something in between, I will show you in the video how to do that. But in the meantime, remember that basically we're going to be working on this, which is the body, this part here looking bronze, and the ball valve itself, which is this part that you can adjust. So now let me show you how was this done in the video. All right, so here we are. Let's create our ball valve, and I don't like that background. Let's fix it, plain white. And I'm in inches here, and front plane. Let's do a sketch here, and let's do a circle, and that circle should be about 1.5. And let's create a line, a solid line from grabbing that point and to that point. Now if that line is straight, doesn't look like straight. Let's see. I want to be sure that it's straight. Nope. What's going on? Let's delete that line for a second. And that what happened here is that I wasn't working here. There we go. Now much better. Now let's go back again and do the line from here to there. There we go. Now it's straight, and now it's vertical. Good. So now we can trim, and now we can accept that, and we go features, and we do revolve, and we set that it's going to revolve through this solid line, and we got a sphere there. We accept that, everything look good, and we're done. So we got the ball valve. Now let's make the 1-inch hole into it, and for that let's go back again, front plane. Let's work here, and let's do a circle, and let's get this in the right perspective, and so that's gonna be a 1-inch circle. Good enough. You may be able to do the thickness of the ball a little bit less than what it is right now, but be careful, because you made it too thin, then there's gonna show a gap with the body, so you want to avoid that. It looks like to me that that's good enough for this design, so we're gonna accept that. And actually let's go back here, hit the sketch 2, and let's go back to, in this case, cut, and we're gonna cut into directions, and both are blind, so I can, when you do that, you can pull from here, doesn't matter, and accept that, and there we go. That's your ball valve. And now what we need to do is let's create a body now. So one body, and now that's the ball valve. And so let's go back again to I want to see the first revolve was with that sketch. Let's show that sketch so I can see it. You see the sketch, this one, because I'm gonna work on that sketch. So now we're gonna do is another sketch that's gonna be front plane again, another sketch, and what we can do is let's convert some entities onto the new sketch, that one and that one. Let's see, I got those two on my new sketch now. This is a story. Let's make, now that we are still on sketch here, a circle. That circle is gonna be about 2 inches. Let's see. That's super, 2 inches. And now we're gonna close some distance here between this point and that point, and also between this point and that point there. Good. Now we can trim. We need to trim this guy. And now let's eliminate this line, because that might be creating me a problem. There we go. That was precisely the issue. Now it's working. All right. So now we're gonna go accept that, and we are ready to do the revolve again. And the line, okay, look good. Actually, let me pick another line just to be sure. I can pick any line. Let's see. Yeah, the same result, because it's gonna revolve this contour. And let's be sure that the contour is pretty much not out. The merge was active. That was the problem. So let's accept that. And now let's take a look again. Yeah, so you can see how this line grow for the ball bar and then reduce back. That's so. Now we are okay. Now you can see the two. Now we're gonna get this out, and we're gonna go again to front plane and do a sketch here, and let's get this in front. Now I got the two bodies here. The first one and the second, well, the first one, this guy, let's put on the high where I do this, and down on that guy on revolve tool, let's get this back again to where I want it. And there we go. And let's do a 1 inch. Just to do the cut, that's gonna be 1 inch. And now, let's see, there we go. We're gonna do the cut. And for doing the cut on that guy, go feature, extrude cut, and it's gonna be second direction, and that looks good. So we accept that, and there we go. So you can see where the ball will be kind of inside here on this body. So let's get this. Let's show that one. You can see now that looks good. That looks good. So now let's work on the stem that's gonna tie into this valve. And for doing that, let's see. Let's work on the top plane, and let's do a reference plane, and I would say 2 inches. Let's see, 2 inches top plane. Let me show the other part. 2 inches. Maybe it's way too high. 1.5. Let's give it a 1.5. Let's accept that. And good. Now we're gonna work on that plane. So that plane, we're gonna work sketch here. Let's get this looking like that. And here's the story. We're gonna tie whatever we do there. We're gonna tie that to let's see something here. That's the body. We're gonna hide the body so we can see that because the stem need to be connected here. So let's see. We're gonna do a circle now. What the thickness of that circle? Let's say 0.3. Good enough. Now we're gonna accept that and we're gonna land that right here. So we're gonna extrude to the bottom. Now the direction is wrong, but then it's not blind, it's up to surface with surface. That surface, I need to be merged. That's gonna happen. That looks good. So we accept and we say that. We got that. All right. So now what I need to do is put the body back again. Let's see. Put the body 1 second here. Let's put the body. Now you have to make a hole on that body for this guy. So what I will do at this point is before doing anything, let's don't get confused and let's rename that. That's the let's see, what is that? Let's see, this one. That's the, all right, this is the ball. All right, so let's rename that guy the ball, and this guy, which is the outside, is the body. We're gonna rename that guy as the body so we know where we are working. So right now I need to work on the body. So the ball bob is out. We're gonna hide that, and now we're gonna make a hole on this guy, straight hole. So what I can do is go back here to this extrude, and that sketch file, I want to see it, see, and I go back again to that plane 1, and let's make sketch there, and on that sketch I'm gonna bring that guy and convert entity. You see, now it's ready to be used for what I'm gonna do, which is the cut. So go here, extrude cut, and we're gonna go blind, and that's good enough. Let's go right through, and we accept that. So yes, we're done. Now the sketch file, we can hide that sketch, and I still need the plane, but that looks good. Now I can put back again the ball right there. See, the ball is going right through the hole that we create here with the same dimension. Now the only thing that is left is to create, like for example, the direction of this flow is this way. Let's see, put this in perspective. There we go. So it's gonna be a pipe there, a little pipe here, and this is gonna turn a quarter turn for closing and a quarter turn to fully open. So what we need to do now is do another plane, and that plane should be nope, Yes, front plane. So we're gonna take front plane and we're gonna go front plane and we're gonna do reference plane and where I should put that. That's about inch and a half. All right, inch and a half. That look good. So let's accept that. And now I got my new plane, and on this plane too, we're gonna make a couple things. And let's put this in perspective. And the first thing is bring that guy, convert entity, and now let's do another one for the pipe. And what that be? That's maybe 1.5. That's thick enough. 1.5. And the idea is this, that I need to touch this guy here. So we're gonna extrude features, extrude. Now extrude what? The direction is wrong and it's not blind, it's up to surface. What surface? That surface. Now be careful here. Let's see. Selected bodies. Alright. I only have, let's see, ball ball and body. Ball ball should be high. We don't want problem with that. Let's go back again. But the body, yes. So it should be with the whatever is left. So it's gonna merge with the body, not with the ball ball. Be careful there. So when I accept this, two bodies still remains. Good. Which is if I touch the body, see? Now, how about the ball ball? Let's put it back. There's the ball ball. Touch the ball ball again. Only the internal part are big. If I touch the body, just the outside. It's very important because at the time for assembling, you want to be careful. You want to keep whatever you're doing. You want to keep two parts here. That's it. The valve is basically two parts. Now we're gonna add this way. So the easy way to do that, I can hide some of this, particularly this plane too. Kind of bothering me. There we go. I still need this one to create the valve here, for the movement. And so let's do meter. On meter, meter which plane? Pick the plane from here. Oops, that's front plane, good. And now what we gonna meter? This guy on the other side. So we accept that, and the ball is pretty much done. So now check the number of bodies. Two bodies still, good. And that's what should be. Now the next thing is to put something here, just so you can turn this around. Let's build on this guy. I can use this guy. Actually, the best way is to use this guy. I'm gonna construct a sketch there. Let's get this in that angle, and now let's do the easy center rectangle. Pick it there, and let's make it long enough. There we go. Maybe a little bit longer. Good. Now let's see. That's gonna be 3 inches. And what is the thickness is 0.5. Good. And now fully defined. And now let's do features, extrude. It's gonna go up. It's gonna be blind. It's gonna be 0.5 maybe. Let's see. That doesn't look good. 0.3. good enough. There we go. Oh, good. So we accept that, and now merge. I need to merge with the ball ball. So we accept that, and now we go back again and hit the body. Good. And hit the ball ball. Yes, perfect. Um, so now I can hide this plane, which causing me trouble. And now the ball ball start to look pretty neat, pretty neat. Um, One issue with this type of ball is that they turn, all the way, and it's like you don't, it never stop turning. So we're gonna add some, as some way, kind of a mechanical stop. That when you turn this guy, it will there be something here to stop with, right? So what I'm gonna do, let's see, what would that be? That should be another plane. Um, let's add the plane. Let's see where that plane should be. Nope, nope. Oh yes, that should be the right plane because we're gonna add that here somewhere so it kind of merged with the body. All right, so let's do a reference geometry here. It's gonna be a plane, and now it can be either side. It's picking this side. You can pick any side. It doesn't matter because we're gonna meter. Whatever we do, we're gonna meter. Now, 1.5 maybe is way too much. 1.25 maybe it's better. We'll see. If it looks too far away, I fix it. And now we go back. And now in that plane 3, we're gonna add sketch, and we're gonna add stopper there. How about if I use a corner rectangle? Mm-hmm. The story is, let's see, thick enough and strong so that this guy, when it turns, it will hit it. And you will say, but how it will hit it? Well, I have to add something here as well to hit that guy. So in that case, let's do the extrusion. As you can see, I left that undefined. It doesn't matter at this point, more for the feeling of it. So we're gonna extrude, and with that extrusion, you wanna go no blind but up to surface, and the other side, and that's the surface. Oops, sorry. Blind, no blind, up to surface. That surface. Good. Now, careful here. This merge, but definitely ball bow. You want to hide that just to avoid any issue. Select the contour, scene features, the body. Yep. Merge result. Accept that. There we go. That's sort of like a stopper. Now let's put back the valve, because the idea is the valve need to have something hanging when that it touch here when it turn. Now let's put back. Let's move this guy. Let's move the ball valve. Let's show the ball valve, and there we go. So the ball valve need to have when it turn. You see, I put this way a little bit more into this way, because basically what I'm doing is that I want to be to fully close. I'm gonna have something hanging here that when it turn, it hit right here. Now, what would be a good distance for that? I would say let me add, before I do that, let me add the meter. Let me complete the meter here. Meter, meter, what is gonna be, no, yes, and we're gonna feature that guy. So we accept. So now I have the stopper both sides. That look good. Now the only thing is, let's add, when it turn, the question is, could that be long enough to touch? Because I want to clear the valve. So um, it looks to me that that would be okay. All right, so let's pick on this surface. Let's do a sketch there, and let's do, when you turn it around, it's gonna create a mess. So, but let's do a convert entity. So I have that, and now let's see where the stem will be. You see, this part is looking down from the center here, so the stem need to be here. Now, for this valve to close this way, the 90-degree, right now is 90-degree open. So when this go here, it will be at 0-degree, but meaning that the hanging part here from this has to be on this side right at the middle. So let's through a center line. Mhm. Mm-mm. Good. And now with that center line, I'm gonna through this guy. I'm gonna try there, more or less. Let's see what's that dimension just for the record. 0.84. Let's make it 0.85 in case I have to change it. Good. And now let's go accept that, and let's feature. Let's turn this around just to be sure that it's in the right position. Yeah. So this valve will turn this way to close. So this part here, let me show you. This part here will stop here when I pull this down. So let's do, and we're pretty much done. Let's do now extrude. Now the question is how much I need to extrude, and it's not it's gonna be blind, and it's gonna be, we need to identify the contour, which is that part there, and that need to drop. Looks to me that that's good enough. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Look good to me. So let's accept that. And here's the story. Let's hide this guy, and that's the story. So in other words, this valve will move and hit here. The only question that I have is, mechanically speaking, you want this to be the stopper of this. In the assembling that I'm going to be doing, it's not really required for them to be, like this, stop this. It's enough to indicate the degree. that would be 0 degree, because this is right where is this one. So that's 0 degree. Right now, the way it is, this one with respect to this one, they are vertical. So I mean, sorry, they are um, 90 degree apart. The angle between this guy and this guy going down is 90 degrees. So that's more than enough for me to get this right. So at this point, I would say it looks okay. Could be better. I could make this a little bit longer, this direction, or higher if I have to, but leave it the way it is. Another way to do that is to create here something that looks more similar like those PVC valves. I try to do this a little bit different, but that's basically it. That's the idea on this. So, and I'm checking, did I lose something? Something doesn't zoom right now. Let's go back here because something is not right. See, one body, good enough. That means that was this one that created the problem? Let's figure it out. One create a problem, and let's see if it's the last one. Let's figure out this one. That one, yeah, probably has everything. I can see that it has everything. So hide, in this case, need to hide the body. And now that's part of only of whatever is left. So let's accept that. And hopefully I still have one body. Which one was done? Let's go back again here again. Meaning that was not the problem. See, I can get this merge out, but that would not be good. Let's see what I got left. See, three bodies. I got that body. Let's see, the ball valve, the body. Let me check something. It's the last one that's creating the problem. So let's go back here, sketch, and let's figure out what's going on. Boss extrude. The merge is okay. I'm gonna do myself because it's creating problem. It's gonna be the ball valve. See, the ball valve. It's the only one that I want, and I want the merge done on that one. So it's gonna be the ball valve. So now it's the ball valve. So we accept that. I hope now that I can see now that body there. How about now? The body. Yes. There we go. That was the problem. Now you can see the line. You see, as soon as I stop seeing this line, this division here, it was clear to me that there was a problem. So now there's no problem. I got the whole thing, and we are ready for assembling part 2. We finish here, and we move to assembling. Let's see how would that be. So the first thing that we need to do is save this guy body. Let's insert into new part, and we accept that, and we accept that as well. And let's see this document pipe flow project. Good. So we got the body, and we save that. There's a body. I already have a name on it. Let's say yes, because that's an old body. I'm not using that one. All right. So again, let's take a look. Something's telling me that there's something not right. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. All right. I got scared because I couldn't see that through. That hole is for the valve for the stem, and that's showing right there. All right, good. Now, let's go back here again to this guy, and that was the, now let's save this guy now. We're gonna insert into a new part, accept that, yes, and that's my, and that's bulb out, so we save, yes, and looks like we got everything that we need. All right, now let's go back here for a second. This is a, a little trick. This is the part that you really want to have that fixed on your assembling. So what I'm gonna do is from here I'm gonna create make assembly, make assembly, and we have actually, let me delete that one because I don't want that one to be the first one. And the one is insert component existing part from the body. That's the first thing that I want is just the body. And the body I want to fix F is fixed. Good. Now what I have to do is bring insert component existing part, and that's the ball ball. There we go. Leave that there for a second, and now let's figure it out. Where is it? All right. All right. Okay. Now what I wanted, you see how this move? But you can do that with this one. I mean, this one is fixed, but this one is got a negative here, meaning that it's floating, and you can accommodate it as you want it. Now, the first thing that I want to do, let's get this far away here. Get this active now. Put it in the right direction and start to do a cut so you can see the inside of it. And why I want to see the inside? Because I want to, connect or tie this guy. Actually, let's accept that the way it is. We want to tie this guy, hit control after that with this center. Let it go, and you want it to be concentric, like 2 circles. Now, up to there is okay. The only problem with that is that it's crazy, right? The way it moves, it's not making any much sense. To fix this problem, it look kind of cool, huh? Look kind of cool. Well, to fix that problem, it's as simple as hitting this circle here, for example, and this circle. And you want to make those 2 circles. I'm hitting control. So after the first, for example, hit the first circle, this guy. Now hit control, move around, and then hit control again until you see the other circle. Hit it, let it go, and now you want them to be concentric as well. Perfect. So now you can see that it moved and it locked itself. You see how nice you get that? See, that's fully open. You can fully open and fully close. Now let's get the whole body in place, and now you can start to see this part in action, this part, because you wanted to see. This is the story. You want that this part and this part kind of move in such a way that create an angle, and that angle will be the maximum angle will be 90, and the minimum angle will be 0. We accept that, and now this is the fun part of it. You see, right now it's 90, but I can't. You see, that's 0. Close itself. Now I cannot go anymore. I cannot go more than 90, because that's it, and no more than 0. And the idea is, as you can see, they're barely touching, but that doesn't make much sense. Mechanically speaking, as you have make perhaps now that is, I can see better. my final design, which is that's the nice thing about SolidWorks, that you can see whether your part are integrating properly. I can see that this part, so that you are able to stop this properly, this part could be a little bit longer, and and this could be a little bit longer as well, so you have a good stopper there. But for this design, the only thing that I need to do is, like, for example, go back to my SolidWorks, my original of this guy. So we're gonna go back to SolidWorks, which is this one here, and on that one where I extrude this, go back to that extrusion. I think that was this one, and let's do a check on that extrusion, and I set 0.64. Let's say I should drop it a little bit more, not much. Then let's see, 0.70, 0.7. That's good enough. Let's accept that. And now what's gonna happen if I go to assembling? Let's see, it will tell me something changed on your model. So let's say yes to action. You see how we kind of grow up the other part? Now they're touching. Now they are perfectly touching. So definitely it's a stopper there, mechanical stopper. Could make it look better, but the idea is to create something that really looks good, and this will stop the movement, because actually it's a mechanical. Although I did it by software, basically by indicating that the only opportunity for this valve to move is from 90 degrees fully open to 0 degrees. See? Now, that's one limitation. One thing that you could do is, like, for example, let's say that you want to put this valve at different degrees. Let's say that you want to open this valve like 10%. 10% from close will be something like, I don't know, like this, barely opening. You see this minor opening right there, 10%. That's, you have to put it yourself, and that would be hard to adjust that without having the machine do it for you. So let's put the machine to work for us. So in order to do that, what we need to do is add another mate here. So that would be between this surface again and this surface. When I do that, when I hit this surface, when I hit this surface, I hit control then, and like to move this, I stop hitting control. But when I'm gonna select the other surface, I had to hit control again. Let it go. And now you're gonna put the angle that you want. Like, for example, right now I want 10 degrees. So you put 10 degrees, you accept it, and it moves 10 degrees. Now let's see. Let's accept that here, and let's see what's going on. You see, barely opening. That's good enough. That's basically it. That's how this works. You can adjust any other angle that you want. Like, for example, you want to do 20 degrees, so you again edit this guy and put the distance that you really want. For example, let's see, where is it? Sometimes show where it went. 10 degrees, let's say, I don't know, 20 degrees. You got 20 degrees. So it opened a little bit more. So let's accept that. And we got 20 degrees. So you can see the flow will go right through and will come out right through here. All right, so you want to see the inside of the valve, how that looks like. This is what's going on. Oh, that sounds good. Well, that's basically it. I mean, this is give you a very, very good way to control the position of your valve and do flow simulation with the rest of whatever you're doing. As I always said, have a great, great day. Bye.